Nittany Lion Roar with Extreme Panda here, and this is episode 6 of the Beginner's Guide to Empires and Puzzles. And I'm going to talk about buildings. So what are the different buildings? Well, if you did the tutorial, you learned about a few of them, the most important ones being your farms and your mines. And you want to prioritize those buildings above all. They kind of go hand in hand with your stronghold because you really can't advance your farms and your mines past a certain point until you advance your stronghold, but you need iron for your stronghold anyway. You need food for everything else. I would say food is probably the most valuable resource. So go ahead and prioritize your farms and your mines, but also know that along with the farms and the mines, you need to be able to store your iron. You need to be able to store your food. So those are important to get up as well. If you notice that your food meter and your iron meter at the top are constantly full, then you might want to advance a few of those. But you want to prioritize your farms and your mines over everything. Don't really worry about your forge. Don't worry about your Watchtower so much until you have everything done. Even your houses, you really don't need to worry. The house was the last thing that I leveled up. So prioritize those, the farms and the mines. The stronghold gives you perks as you level that up, and since you're going to be trying to get your farms and mines to level 20 as fast as you possibly can, you're just inevitably going to get your stronghold up to level 20 as well. The Watchtower is important because the Watchtower is how you do your raiding, and the higher the level that is, the more food and iron you're going to get out of that. So that's another place that you get food and iron. You can see in my forges here, I'm crafting some battle items. I'm going to go ahead and collect what I have built so far. After you've prioritized your food and your iron, then you can focus on your forges. They honestly give you way too many forges. You don't need to really have this many, but that's okay. When you go into your forges, you need to research different battle items that you could possibly use in order to actually construct that item. A lot of these, like this potent healing potion, you can get just by farming. But I have researched some battle items here. Like you can see, anything that says craft, I've already researched. You spend food to research it, and then to craft it, you just go in and it tells you what resource you need, and then you can craft it. So I'm just going to craft 10 of these, and now it's crafting. Lastly, a building that's really important, but it's after you advance in the game a little bit, when your stronghold is level 10, you can build a barracks. But this barracks is built differently than your other buildings. You don't just build it on an open spot. You actually have to convert one of your buildings to that. And since this game gives you way more forges than you possibly need, it should be your forge. You can turn any of the other buildings into a barracks, but I don't recommend that. I recommend turning your forge into your barracks. I'm going to talk more about troops in the barracks at a later time, but that is going to be an important building for when you get into the second half of this game. All right. One last note before I end this video, and that is that some people, when they're building or constructing their buildings, they worry about accidentally building too many of one building or something like that, and that's not really possible. Everybody's going to have the same number of farms when they're all done with it, the same number of mines, the same number of training camps, the same number of houses. It's really just about the order that you build it, so you just want to prioritize your farms and your mines. That's all. All right, thanks for watching.